Okay, so just like my second sewing course that I took at university, my third sewing course involved us pattern making, and with the third sewing course we focused more on making jackets. This is the first project that I had in my third sewing course. We had to work with partners and make a raglan sleeve jacket that had a shawl collar, and it had to be reversible, so we had to choose themes that were of opposites. So my partner and I, we did summer and winter, and this is the winter side that my partner did. As you can see, here's like the seam for the raglan sleeves. You can see the shawl collar. We did a peplum on our jacket, and on the peplum you get a better view on the back. She did lace snowflakes to represent winter. So that's the winter side of the jacket. This is the summer side of the reversible jacket that I did. And you can see again the shawl collar, raglan sleeve. And we decided to do like a tie at the waist. I don't know where the tie went for the other side that my partner did though. And the back, here's the peplum. I wanted it to like look like a wave was crashing up on the shore, like the sandy beach, and you see like the sea foam here with the white satin, and of course the blue represents the water. That's the reversible jacket. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you guys the second jacket that I made in my third sewing course. Here's the second jacket that I made, and it's a denim jacket, of course. We had to make sure that it had a notched collar, and we were able to decide what kind of sleeves that we wanted, so I chose a set-in sleeve. Here's 3 buttons on the front. This fabric, it has like a gold sheen to it. I'm not sure if you guys can really see it, but yeah. And here are the breast or bust darts, one on each side. Of course, for a more contoured fit, we have the contour dart that runs even down through the pocket that we had to do. We had to do a patch pocket with the window in it. Yeah, so I thought that was, I think that was the most challenging part of this design. And I also want to mention that the sleeves are a 2-piece, as you can tell by the seam running down. And here's the back of the denim jacket. You see the center back seam runs all the way down. Of course the contour darts on each side, one here and one here. And yeah, I also want to mention that we had to line our jackets, of course, and I chose like this nice turquoise blue color. I know the lighting's kind of bad, sorry about that. But yeah, and I also used matching thread for the pocket and the buttonholes. Okay, so the final project of my third sewing course, we had to pick a theme that was also inspired by menswear. So I chose the 1950s sports jacket that men would wear while they were at university. And yeah, so we had to do a jacket and a matching skirt. So I'm gonna show you guys that. So here's the skirt for the final project in my third sewing course. As you can see, there's the yoke. We have 2 darts in front, one on each side. The hem, I chose to use a plaid panel because plaid was common in the 1950s sports jacket for men. And the back, I have the zipper, and it's an invisible zipper as well, and a dart on each side just like in the front. Here is the matching jacket for the skirt for my final project. As you can see, again, we have the notch collar, just like with my other projects. We have the princess seam that runs all the way down to the hem. And for the window pocket, mine has a plaid flap because plaid again was prominent in the sportswear jackets of the 1950s for men. I have the inset sleeves, 2-piece as usual, 2 buttons in the front. The back is pretty simple. It has the center back seam and the princess seams on each side. I also want to mention that this jacket was of course lined too. Let me undo the buttons. And I used like this black silky, I think it was charmeuse fabric, and it was really slippery and difficult to work with, but I'm glad that I was able to make it work. And my buttons were actually on the wrong side. I didn't realize till when I turned it in, so there was nothing I can do about that. But you live and you learn. So this is the mood board that I made for my final project in my 3rd sewing course. And I named it Prepped for School. And as I told you, it was based on 1950s sports jackets for men. Here are the images I used as inspiration. At the bottom here, we had to put our fabric swatches, and we had to put like the names as well as the fabric content. There are my flannels. This is my interfacing. I didn't have to put it on, but I wanted to use up board space. And here's the charmeuse fabric that I mentioned that I used for my lining. And here are some of the ideas that I proposed for the final project. You can see that these have like more than one pocket. I wanted to use like trim, but I think it would have been difficult and it would have took me a longer time to get this assignment done. Here are other ideas. And basically we had to propose 3 ideas and do like the front, back, and the skirt. Okay, so that's it for this part of the video. Stay tuned for the next part, part 3, for more garments that I made during my time at the University of Delaware. Thanks for watching. Bye!